8 of the 9 guys have started at least 6 games, so they're just looking for some continuity.
Miami in the traveling green owns the opening tip. Teams played twice a season ago. Both wins for the Canes here in Atlanta and in Coral Gables. Trying to go up top, alley-oop. Wong to Jordan Miller.
See, just very little pressure on the passer. Nobody in the back.
Georgia Tech tries to go inside. Terry trying to muscle his way against Pack. Second chance for the Yellow Jackets, and they get it to fall with Rodney Howard. Came off the bench in their most recent game against Virginia in a losing effort with 20 points. Kelly launching a 3, and it's all net. Overall this season, Mike, 40% from beyond the arc, and that's his 31st made of the season. Omier on the business end for the second time, and this time it works. Omier, the transfer from Arkansas State, played his prep ball at Miami Prep in Florida. The angle was calculated there for the bucket for Georgia Tech, as it was more. Most recent losses.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically identified 25 minutes of bad basketball, and there's Pack, our guy that we featured at the top.
Pack is the leading three-point shooter. He's now made 26 on 71 tries. After that 3 on the last trip down the court for the Canes, that's Omier creating space off the backboard. Yellow Jackets have the ball back. Long range 3, and it's Coleman. Georgia Tech shoots 44% as a team. Body of work this season, that's 12th in the conference. That's from close range, and it's 2 more for Howard. Coleman trying to work against Poplar in the paint. Terry spins, got Omier in the air, and he drops it in.
You know, so he can score the ball. He just has to get used to this level.
Averages just over 7 points per game. That is Miller. Miller had a season-high 25 points in a home win against NC State. Miami is 4-0 in conference play, and that's a smooth jumper from Moore. Turnover. Terry on the run. Poplar trying to get back. Double-fisted rim rocker from Lance Terry.
Here's the look, and we talked about their ability to get out in the open floor. Nice finish by Mr. Terry.
Georgia Tech is on an 11-2 run.
We talked about them being on the wrong side of runs early, and now they're on the right side. And they're not just towing the lines, but these are deep threes that this team is taking.
Omier trying to work the interior. Howard stood his ground. Still fouled him. Omier to the line for the old school 3-point play chance. Miami's missed 9 of its last 11 shot attempts.
Look how far out that zone is playing.
Pack. He's got the range. Terry in the corner. He rips the ropes for Georgia Tech. He's got 7 now, Mike, after that 3 ball. His 14th of the season. Gliding in was Miller. Athletic. 6 points. 107-105 victory against the Big Red. What a game that was when Wong had 36 points. It's the most any player scored in the ACC this season. It's off the backboard and in for more.
It was wonderful to see.
Head coach of Bowling Green, and then he took George Mason to the Final Four in 2006. Shot clock winding down. Miller able to beat it.
Well, Franklin at 6'7" is the tallest guy out there defensively, but he is 3rd in the conference in blocks.
Somehow it got to Miller, and he goes in for the jam. The high arcing 3.
You can see no green jerseys at all on the offensive glass there.
Georgia Tech 3-pointer. Miles Kelly had his 3rd of the ball game. As you might imagine, he's the best 3-point shooter for this Yellow Jacket team. Shot clock down to 4 for the Canes. That 3 rattles home. How about Anthony Walker? In the corner. 3-pointer, Lance Terry. Fed it back out to Wong. Still trying to get in the box score. Long rebound. Walker. Wong. How did he do that? It looked like he lost it on the way up. can't find it from three-point distance so far, Mike.
Yeah, I think he's, you know, and they're actually laying off him a little bit and forcing that jump shot. And I think they would have been better suited to pull that one back out, wait for some help.
And it results on a basket at the other end.
Yeah, just an easy layup.
Wong, who also struggled in the win against Notre Dame, he was 0 for 4 from three-point distance. Pack way behind the line. I don't know, Mike, 3 or 4 feet behind the line. Turn around. Second chance. Over the rim and good. Miller preserves the possession to Wong. And he's got nowhere to go. Pack to Omier, and he got undercut and fell awkwardly. So you're right, Mike. That amounted to 4 points from the Omier sequence, and now Pack gets it back.
And 6
hits.
And 6 points.
Working on a 9-game winning streak. They've won 7 straight, Mike, in conference away from Coral Gables, and that ties the school record.
Wow, what a finish.
Coleman. Joseph grabs it. Trying to get to the rim. Terry knocks it out of bounds.
It's really bailed them out offensively.
Saw Nigel Pack came out of the lineup. This is inside to Miller. Quick release. Omier, the tip and tap. The minutes have been limited. Almost came up with a pilfer. Straight away, it's Terry time. Poplar. One-on-one move.
And that's what Miami hadn't been doing. That was just a pickpocket in the open floor. And Miami 2-0 so far away from home. This will be their 3rd road win early in conference play.
They won at Louisville and at Notre Dame, and it's Terry again. Georgia Tech 4-on-1 for the moment. Wow, broken up, Mike, and up ahead to Miller, and he lays it in. Poplar. Weak side Omier. Right back out to Joseph. Ripping ropes for Miami. Shot clock to 7. Coleman. Wow. Basket and foul.
Knockdown shots from deep when that hasn't been working for him. And then another pick.
Poplar again. Puts it up and in.
Boy, a really nice job of Howard to give him that an early reflection, but Poplar really coming up big for Miami in this last 5 minutes.
20 points for Terry, a season high, and the high-flying jam from Smith. Deflected, Poplar got it. Driving. Look at Poplar. 9 points in the second half. I don't care what league you're playing in, Mike. Player of the year and defensive player of the year.
Well, and you know what? Rebounding travels, and it certainly has traveled with him into this conference.
Coleman, 3-ball. Chiseled pounds from Nicaragua. Joseph dropped it off. Mid-range Omier baseline. Smith on the handoff. Terry on the move. Spinning on Wong. Hanging and scoring. 2020 was the last win for Georgia Tech against Miami. Happened here at McCamish. Wong made the defensive play on Terry. It's Smith with the follow, and Georgia Tech has taken the lead. Canes are 5 of 28 on 3-point tries. They just need a 2 to tie it up. They'll try a 3 with Pack straight away. Kelly high for the board.
Miami's going to have the ball with a lot of time. Wow, what a time to come up with your first basket of the second half.
Wong looking for an alleyway. Forces up a 3. It goes out of bounds. As you mentioned, Mike, his first field goal in the second half on that driving layup.
Still perfect from the free throw line.
The answer is yes. Only 16 and a half seconds as Joseph picks it up. Spins and fires.
Nobody bigger than the guy at the free throw line right now. What a night for him. And it's Terry.
Missed them both, and now the last timeout utilized for Miami. I need to shoot it here. There's Joseph. That should do it. Clock runs out on Miami. Georgia Tech 76-70 over number 12 Miami.